morning and welcome in. Judge Newman sentenced Alec Murdaugh to 27 years in prison for his financial crimes.
And there is now a price tag for the actual damages, soaring to over $12 million. Restitution to victims is still getting sorted out in the plea agreement. Our investigative reporter Ann Emerson had a front row seat to the day-long hearing. And
well, today we heard grief on both sides. It was raw emotion and pent-up feelings as they were finally free to talk about all of the pain and damage Alec Murdaugh caused his victims here in the Low Country.
I'm crying for what he did to everybody in the soup. These kids, these people dying.
The victims stood up to confront Alec Murdaugh, the man they thought loved them.
She loved Buster and Paul as her own. She loved Maggie, and she trusted and loved you wholeheartedly.
The man they trusted wholeheartedly.
I trusted you with everything. I knew I was going to break. Excuse me, I knew I was going to break.
An attorney's frustrated by the scale of his crimes and damage to South Carolina's legal profession.
This is the unicorn of all thefts. And, you know, he's on the Mount Rushmore of all criminals. He hit for the cycle. He set us back generations. Our state was a laughing stock until you got a hold of that murder case.
It was Alec Murdaugh who took the opportunity to take the stage, unleashed for at least the moment, blaming his behavior squarely on addiction.
I know now that I took more and more pills because I was hiding, or attempting to hide from the reality of the things that I was doing to all of you.
Yet still maintaining his innocence for the murders of his wife and son.
I know that the thing that I did, that I'm pleading guilty here today, allowed SLED and the Attorney General's office to focus on me and not to pursue the person or the people who hurt and killed Maggie and Papa.
The hope of the state to at least put the white-collar portion of Murdaugh's crimes to rest.
He's staying in South Carolina State Prison where he belongs.
While both sides in this firestorm agreed to the plea deal, there was still a question whether justice could be served in a case this complex.
I've listened to you here today, and I don't see anything there. I take no joy at all in imposing a sentence, but it is what it is. And you'll have to suffer the consequences of your acts, continue to suffer the consequences.
Noted that Alec Murdaugh was speaking for more than 40 minutes and at times apologizing straight to the victims. He was talking at times what appeared to be the courtroom camera. He apologized to everyone under the sun, his family, his friends, the law partners, and it went on, but it was very noted that two people that didn't get apologies was his slain wife, Maggie, and son, Paul.
Touch the president's family, they'll do something about it. You know, thank God that his granddaughter wasn't there in the vicinity, but, you know, it could have been. And the problem is you show those statistics, the numbers are up. But it's not just the numbers, it's the location, as Rebecca was starting to point out. It used to be that violent crime was contained to certain poor neighborhoods, which made it easy to ignore. The elites weren't touched by it. So if you lived in Chicago, well, you were okay because all the shootings were happening on the South Side. And I know you care about systemic racism, but as long as black people were killing black people and it didn't go into your neighborhood, it was fine. We could just ignore it. Well, guess what? It's now all these people who thought they were safe, suddenly they're driving with their car blocked. And they're looking both ways when they fill up their gas tank, and it's coming into everybody's neighborhood. And so maybe that fact will have an impact on people finding.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee Michelle. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and that share button. Also drop some comments in the comment box and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. Yes, let's talk about Alex Murdaugh. Yes, Alex Murdaugh is from South Carolina, where I'm from. This man is nothing but the devil. Yes, he is. Cold-faced devil. You know, he has done so much to destroy the community down there in Beaufort. It's just crazy. And to hear the man in the first clip that I showed in the video saying that the elites, rich people are worried about crime trickling into their part of the neighborhood. The crime has always been there. Crime has always been everywhere, you know? Just because we don't see the crime that the rich people do, or maybe we do see it, but we just turn a blind eye to it, that don't mean it's not there. Puffy. Okay? So, Alex Murdaugh killed his wife and his son years back, just to cover up, at least to try to cover up his own mess. He took his own family out just to hide the sneaky stuff that he was doing. It says convicted killer Alex Murdaugh was confronted by his victims in the courtroom in South Carolina before being sentenced to 27 years in prison on an asses of charges of state financial crime. That's what elite people do. You know, they get people to do their work for them too, and make it look like it's the poor, but it be them elites, those rich folks. Judge Newman told him, "You seem empty to me," because he has no soul. He has no care in the world. Jail is where his destiny lies. Judge Newman said, "I don't see anything," and you won't. Because that Murdaugh is a whole new Murdaugh. He's a demon. He's not Big Red as y'all used to see him back in the day. No, he's not that anymore. It says, for more than a decade, Murdaugh stole over $12.5 million from clients. Yes. How? How did he get away with all that for decades? Because they was turning a blind eye. People knew something was up, but people didn't say nothing, right? How you not know? 12.5 million? That's not a little bit of money. But the elites, the rich people are worried about crime trickling into their neighborhood. Among the victims who spoke was the family of Gloria Satterfield, the Murdaugh housekeeper who died in 2018. She tripped and fell at Moselle. Moselle is their property that they lived on. In that case, Murdaugh stole more than $4 million in a wrongful death suit that was meant for her sons. He stole from her sons. Yes. But the elites, the rich folks, are worried about crime trickling into their neighborhood. But shit, we need to be scared of y'all. Rich folks, aka Puffy. Okay? Murdaugh spent nearly an hour apologizing to them. He admitted he did terrible things Well, Murdoch has been sentenced to 27 years on top of his 2 life sentences. I just wanted to bring that to you guys because, and he's still trying to fight those 2 murder charges. Yeah, he is. And he definitely trying to get off on that. So the tragedy still continues with Murdoch. He likes this. He famous now. Okay. He enjoyed the attention. Like the Judge Newman said, he has no soul, he has no conscience, he do not care. And some of that money probably hidden somewhere for Little Buster. Or Big Buster or whatever his name, Little Buster. So, and that's one family I have to say, if I had to have any family in the world, I would want the Murdaughs to be mine because they sure love him. They sure continue to talk to him, knowing what he done. They don't believe he did that, but we still ain't caught the real people that did that. It was never no alert. It was nothing. Nothing. He roamed free for about 2 or 3 years until he did that dumbass shit, trying to get his cousin to shoot him. And then stuff really started hitting the fan. Murdaugh so low, he stole from his victim, Hakeem Pickney, who he represented through his law firms, Peter, Murdaugh, Parker, Derek. Pickney was deaf. He was also a quadriplegic after being involved in a horrible car accident in 2009. He died 2 years later. And they even say his death is suspicious, the way he died. Murdaugh stole most of a $309,000 settlement, in addition to a $89,089,000 payment for his mother. Another victim, a former lieutenant from the South Carolina Highway Patrol, Tommy Moore, who hired Murdaugh as a personal injury lawyer when he suffered a broken neck in the line of duty. Murdaugh admitted of stealing $100,000 from him. And Murdaugh even stole $121,000 check from his own brother, Randy Murdaugh. And Randy sat up right up there and got on that stand and said he do not believe his brother killed them. And he'll steal from you, Jack. Why wouldn't he heal? But they say the elite, the rich is scared that crime is trickling. Crime has always been. So the man need to stop putting whoever that guy is, he need to stop putting stuff out there like that, because what are you trying to say? I just want to know what he's trying to say. But I just want to bring that to you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button. We got the good old boys down here in the South. They get away with a lot of things, and they be elite, rich. Okay? The good old boys right down here. People turn a lot of blind eyes to some of the crime they do. Just because you don't see it, that don't mean it's not there. They just as dirty as everybody else. Believe that. But y'all have a good day. Bye.